よいしょ。
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. The action has already started. And the counter is on. And it's Eto'o. Messi. Oh, shooting chance!
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And Hullet! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And here's Eto'o. Now it's Messi. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Eto'o. Now it's Messi. Messi! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Bellingham. Monaco have the chance to go the other way. And he's been shifted off it. Some really good ball movement. There's the hit! It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. He's got the shot away! It's in!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Messi gets it clear. Monaco have it back and can go again. Terrific header! He will be livid with himself.
なんで今のキーパー取るのかな。
Lam, and that could set him on his way. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Bellingham with the foul. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
洗い取っちゃいますか。
Oh, well played. Dumfries. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Eto. Little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
It is a corner. So, third corner of the game. Might be danger here. Real chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Hullet. Platini. Oh, they could break here. Messi. Eto. And here's Seedorf. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's there to belt it away. And he's only too happy to take that back.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, it's Dembele. Decent hit!
Ja, mazi
They
ka.
scored! They have come roaring back!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And here's Eto. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
So their fourth corner of the game. Hits one! Monaco are looking to go forward now. And he's had it nicked away. That's been cut out, well played. And here's Eto. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Hullet. Nicely intercepted. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And the game has already resumed here. It's a goal kick. Pull it. Oh, easy pickings there. Lam. Played back in. Good spot, he's seen the run.
それは無理。
Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Pull it. Dumfries is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now it's Hullet. Can he put it away.
なんねんそれ、明日
There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Lam looking to run onto it. Neto. Now, what about a counter-attack? Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Yeah, お前下手くそす
And it's Hullet. Bellingham in the hunt and looking threatening.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, that's well spotted. Platini. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Hullet.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Koundé calmly anticipates. Hullet. Dembele. Can he finish?
ああ、下手くそだな、今のは
A
俺が言ってない。
two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Changement. Le numéro 14. Le numéro 22.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 10.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
出た。
Le numéro 21.
Tomiyasu. So deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
来ました。
That is a brilliant interception. Mateus. He's shifting through the gears here. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Drogba. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, what has happened here? Very nicely done. Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
sweet feet. Tomiyasu defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Yaya Toure. And it's Vieira. That's Rijkaard. Yaya Toure. Olise. Yaya Toure.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps
And it's
additionnel.
Rijkaard. Monaco, and there goes the final whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of...
うぜえ、こんな雑魚に負けて。どうせ8000円とか9000円とかやろ。1600円これだ。うぜえ。こういう時は一服に限ります。これ何取ろうかな。でもこのエッジクロスかフェノメナルパスの2択だよな。ウィングストライクは使えないし。もっとレベルが上がるんだったらこいつ強いんだけど。25しか上がんない。こいつが35。こいつちっちゃいんだよな。こいつにしよっかな。体力70まで上げていく。そんな低いの？あーめんどくせえ。 トゥトゥトゥトゥ。ピシェンのとここれ1ずつ落としてもいいな。なんなら90あればいいぐらいな。フィジカル80。これは悪くないんじゃない？ブースターこれランダムのをつけてあげて。ストライカー選手、オフェセンボールコンケテクション。いいんじゃない？決定力が少ねえのか。決定力2上げてあげたいな。瞬発。スキル。いや、低いね、にしても。まあいいか。こいつやっぱオフェセン高いのか、魔界すごい動きよかったけど。90なの。チームこれ変えたいんだよね。まあいいか。パパラパパパン。パラパンパンパン。エペやりたいんだよね。エペペペペ。
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And as you can see, we've already started here. Kawasaki Frontale with the corner, there first. And another try! A spectacular effort! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Oh, that's fantastic improvisation he showed there. Adjusted himself very quickly, but it's rare that they come off.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. Bellingham. Messi. Now it's Messi. That's tidy. Rodri with the clearance. Rodri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, they can break here. Well timed, excellent interception. Rummenigge. Messi. Could move up a gear here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from...
Big chance! It's in! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, that's nice. And here's Mbappe. Look at the space here. And that has been cleared. Floated up and over. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Seedorf. And it's Messi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Messi takes control of it and he's on the move. No way through. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, that is a... has a goal!
Yes,
it's a goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Saliba calmly anticipates. Thuram. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Knocks it out wide. Mbappe. And the counter is on. And that could set him on his way. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Kawasaki Frontale do have a chance to counter here. That's good running with the ball. It's a sharp pass. And it's Seedorf. Messi. Rummenigge. And he's managed to get free. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Pullet is herring after that one. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Bellingham. And it's Neymar. And here's Suarez. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's heaved it away. And it's Neymar. Messi. Messi! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Pullet. Platini. Oh, that's fabulous. There's the shot! Same again, same outcome.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
And this could be the final action of the first half. They've played it short. Chooses to go. Real chance! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. So, both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. No changes at the interval from either side. And he was quick to react. Platini. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. And through to the goalkeeper.
This is the time you need that pace.
Platini running with the ball. And it's Gullit. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Maldini cuts out the pass.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Seedorf. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
ああ、出すの遅かった。
Threads one in. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Le nombre de
Seedorf.
spectateurs pour ce match,
And it's Gullit.
29 950.
Driving on and making good progress. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Pressure stays on, it is a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that is expertly dealt with. Kawasaki Frontale have the chance to go the other way. And he's had it nicked away. And that's put paid to a promising move. And Gullit! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Gullit really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Platini goes short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they can spring out of defence. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's bustling through here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's found a way. He's had a shot. He scores! And again they hit the front. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Changement. Le numéro 20. Le numéro 18.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their
Le
benches.
numéro 10.
So we have a breakthrough.
Le numéro
Now
3.
how will things develop from here?
À leur place,
Mateus.
le numéro 4. Le numéro
Almost
1.
75 minutes on the clock now.
Le numéro 9. Ronaldinho.
Thuram producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Pirlo. Tomiyasu.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's intervened well there.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Kawasaki Frontal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Hey.
About as smooth as it gets. And there's the goal they've been looking for. That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Look, there's an awful lot that can go wrong from that range. How good was that?
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be the...
He's had a hit! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Ronaldinho. Mateus. And the shot! So their fourth corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And the shot! It's there! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
So now the difference is 3.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
Time added on 4 minutes. Now it's Mbappe. Kaka.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's played forward. Hernes. And here's Cruyff. And he's found a way past. Del Piero. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless...
シザースの練習をしたかったんだ。 どうやってシザーすんなの難しいんだけど。できた。どういうこと？むずい。弾くんじゃないじゃん。 シザースの出し方がわかんない。むずっ。簡単だからとかって全然簡単じゃないんだけど。オッケーオッケー、分かってきた。オッケーオッケー。やっと分かったぜ。
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Dumfries. Now here's the delivery.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I like the look of this guy, Kai Havertz. I felt a little sorry for him when he first arrived in English football.
That could spell trouble. Well read, and the danger is averted. Back into the middle. Fiddles it through. And Hullet! Messi. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedri. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with...
Up he goes! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. The delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
And he's quick to snatch it back. That pass isn't the best. Rummenigge. Neuer. Quarter of an hour played. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Defending of the desperate variety. No goals as yet. Rummenigge. Messi. Very much a man of this moment. Now, who's going to be first to this? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Havertz really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Seedorf.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Rummenigge. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Havertz. Dumfries tries a cross. Rummenigge. And the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Vieira. Messi goes steaming forward. Messi cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And he's found the way past. 30 minutes gone. Nicely weighted ball. Havertz. Dida has that under control. And it's Messi. So what can they make of this? Rummenigge. And here's Platini. Dumfries with a fine tackle.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Platini pinches it off him. The ball has bounced loose now. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good for him.
Into the box.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Pullet takes control of it and he's on the move. Pedri. No, that's been intercepted. Couldn't squeeze it through. Pedri. Valverde. Look at the space here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. No, he is not giving anything away. Pedri. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. If we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. So your views on the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
Substitution on the field.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Coming on the field is number 9.
Here we go again then.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Terrific header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Burn. Neuer. Now Dumfries. And here's Bruno Fernandes.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Thuram clears it away. Platini. Dumfries. Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He gets big! Hits it again, but still no joy.
Bayer Leverkusen are literally using their heads with some very good service, but it's time for someone to add authority.
Dumfries. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing.
Look, it's a run defence dislike, but the timing has to be spot on. Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
Vieira. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Comes under pressure and it's come loose, and the break is on. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Hullet. Oh, good read. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Papi. シザース持ってねえんだよ。
Substitution on the field. Number 4. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Coming on the field. Number 7.
Now it's Mbappe.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Mbappe, good driving run. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lovely feet. No, there's no going past him this time. Araujo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's a lovely, neat pass. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Passing nice and neat. Some really good ball movement. Can he put it away? Dispatched clinically. That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again. Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Yeah, I think for them to get their noses in front away from home is brilliant, but these home fans will demand a response.
Now that's well seen too.
Bayer Leverkusen really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Ribery, and again he's sorted that out terrifically. Araujo, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Quality ball. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Rafael Leao. Now it's Camavinga. Camavinga! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Deftly away. And he's on his way! And it's Cruyff. Mbappe, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Havertz.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
It's run loose here. Oh, good-looking ball. Valverde. Camavinga. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Mbappe. Is there any support? He might not need it. And there goes the final whistle. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test passed with flying colours.
6000円の人とここに遊んでこんなにできんのかよ。 これでも100コインもらえるやん。100コイン、100コイン、600コインか。もう欲しいのないのこれ。誰でもいいや。ベルナルド・ショー。
こんにちは。
こんにちは。どうもこんにちは。200コイン、600コイン。お、マチョ、おはー。ってことを、今ね、シザースの練習中。あとでエペやろうや、エペ。オーリンパース。言うても俺、2時ぐらい寝て5時ぐらいに起きちゃった。うん。今あとペドリガチャのためにコインを貯めてる。ログインボーナスとあれで200コイン入ってくるから2日で、あ、3日かで600コインだろ。イベントを終わらして50コイン。微妙か。
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So what can they make of this? He's under a lot of pressure there. And he was quick to react. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Messi. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away. Rummenigge. Oh, good take in a good area.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery.
なんでそうなるんだろう。
So able to hold on this time. Was probably asking just too much.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
き芋さんに教えてもらったシザス。
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
There've been a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks who played as a withdrawn winger.
And he's had some wow moments along the way.
He excels.
And the finish! And that has been clubbed away. Szoboszlai. It's a good run down the left-hand side.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Passing is crisp and sharp. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Szoboszlai is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And the pass is intercepted. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Rummenigge out towards the flank. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. Seedorf. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Spread it left. Roberto Carlos.
Bien, Colero.
Hazard cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Vieira. And here's Seedorf. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Platini. Platini will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Hazard. He gets big. It's in.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though,
Really
Peter. I get the
not
feeling
done
they'll
that.
be wanting another as soon as possible.
And the counter is on. And here's Hullet. And he's had a hit. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he gets rid in a hurry. Hazard. Szoboszlai. Oh, played right into his path. Seedorf. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, smashing header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
And it's Messi. Roberto Carlos does well to stand firm and defend it. It's a sweet ball, that. Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Hazard. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, there's a probing ball. Seedorf. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well
Temps
stopped.
additionnel, 1 minute.
Very nicely done. And that's it for the first half. He was represented. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points. There has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. He could be in here. Hazard. Rodri is there and he can get that clear. Got away with one there.
まあとりあえず勝ちに行くか。シーダーさん練習を。
Vieira. And it's Hullet. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram. Nice sequence of passes this.
マッチはそうさ、指名契約の5体のやつ何取る？
Now he's off and running.
まあ俺は取っちゃった
The
んだ。
message is clear. None shall pass. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Messi. Has a goal! Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
Thank you.
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Rummenigge. And they can counter here.
こっちなんかい。
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
ディフェン
That's
スライン
great
を崩
positioning.
すのは
So
よ
good
く
from
ない。
him.
Crosses it into the area. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Szoboszlai. Rummenigge! And he's gone looking for safety. No way through, so back it comes. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Ball swung in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
And that's another throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Hullet. Not the most accurate pass. Collar is sharing after that one.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Szoboszlai. And it's Hazard. Floated up and over.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Seedorf. Rummenigge. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Short changes him with that pass. Szoboszlai. Oh, shooting chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Oh, that's fabulous. Maldini wins the duel this time. Seedorf. Just 5 minutes remaining now. That's a lovely, neat pass. Rummenigge. Seedorf. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Temps additionnel.
And here's Hullet, looking tidy in possession here. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here.
いや、やらしてくれよ。
We will be back for extra time.
Well, look,
当て入
this
れ
has
たん
been
だ
a
から。
hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Un rappel à l'intention de nos
So a brief
spectateurs.
breather and
La
then
consommation
extra
de
time.
boissons n'est autorisée que dans les zones indiquées. Merci. Changement.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Some really good ball movement. Rijkaard gets good distance on it. Rummenigge. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well read, and the danger is averted. Osimhen. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Osimhen chasing after it.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Seedorf. Now it's Hullet. Oh, it's come loose.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Giroud. Just eases him off the ball. And reclaimed it in a trice. Zanetti. Mohamed Salah. And it's Zanetti. Always onto this. Mohamed Salah. Salah plays it. He's got tall. Oh, it's in! Late in the day. This could well be it. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So, extra time reaches half-time. Yeah, 90 minutes long gone, 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama? And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Now it's Eto'o. Cruyff. Header! It's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Shot. Up he goes!
パスは
And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Eto. Mateus.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
That's going to go a long way. Quality ball. Can he spark a counter here? Good play on the left-hand side here. Stood up well to him there. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
Now the time for brave hearts and strong minds. Eto is first to take the long walk.
これは大丈夫だ。
And he does it with poise.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper and he gets wrong.
Mohamed Salah is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up.
同じ方向
Coolly done, one each.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
Ronaldinho is the man who's second in line. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
Oh, he's managed to get it through the keeper.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
So this one to restore parity.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked a spot, didn't change.
Gullit will take the third penalty. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Cruyff is the fourth man to step up.
やばいなこれ。外したっぽい。
Big character, big moment, big save. Osimhen is the fourth man to step forward for them. Right in the bottom corner. Some nerve.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
So can he do it? Can he keep them alive? Oh no! And that is just about that. So it all ends in heartbreak. All the effort, all the exertion, all the exhaustion, and it counts for nothing.
Oh, this is so tough on the penalty taker as the heroes celebrate. Right now, it's a horrible experience, but they really should try and get those chins up.
And that's where we have...
いいね。フラシコ。まあ全部使えるっちゃ使えるか。ダブタシ裏。エラシコ持ってるやつにつけてあげればいいってことね。俺の前線はもうほとんど特殊になってるか。やっぱエラシコ不足なんだな。エラシコバンバン出てくれたら最高。
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation. One hit! Oh, what has happened here? No way through, so back it comes. Can he get it through?
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Jordi Alba is offering some sort of an apology there.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's gone loose. And he's had a hit! Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, smashing hit! That's another chance! And he's heaved it away. And it's Jordi Alba. Clips it so gently. He's managed to get himself offside. Barcelona have it back and can go again. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Jordi Alba. He's got such searing pace, Peter. He gets to the byline in the blink of an eye, and from there his crosses are pinpoint and very hard to defend against. This opposition defence is going to have its work cut out, trying to keep him quiet.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's going for goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Pedri. That's a fabulous ball. Can he finish?
Huh?
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Maldini is there and he can get that clear. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Pedri. Pedri. So it is still 0-0. Pedri.
いや、それ出してくれよ。
And here's Cruyff. Oh, well played, well played. Well, that pass isn't the best. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Platini. And it's Seedorf. Now it's Messi. Out to the left it goes. Platini will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And Messi! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Suarez looks to get on the end of this. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. Now it's Luis Suarez. And it's Hullet. That's a nicely measured pass.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And here's Eto. Pedri too strong for his opponent there. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Cafu. Cruyff plays a delicate ball.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Neymar couldn't squeeze it through. Platini. Messi. He's chosen to go back. And that's been intercepted. That's great positioning. So good from him. And there's green grass ahead of him. Now it's Cruyff. Hits one! Superb goal! And for such a big name in the side, very close to the break. Not only creates a real buzz and aggressive one during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard. Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, I think the
referee's had blown his whistle for half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And it's Messi.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
And the assistant referee gives him offside. And it's played forward. Now that's well seen too. Pedri. That's been cut out. Well played. Messi. And here's Hullet. Platini. And the finish! Goal! And there is the big 200. Everybody reminds him what he has gone and done. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before the goal.
Big chance! Into the lead once more. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
決めろよ。なんで俺いつも思うけど、逆足で打つんだろう、内側で。右足で打てばいいだけの話やん。そっちから来てんの。違うかな。そういう問題ちゃうの。
actually.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 5. Eto'o, cambio de jugadores.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Strokes it back.
Modern football for you and all that.
It's Eto'o! He has
あーくそ
and threatening to pull clear.
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
Collar! Bellingham has another go. They've done it! Back within one. They have them in their sights again. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Bellingham demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
え
And the
Machi?
assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Cambio de
Barcelona
jugadores en el
making
Barcelona.
consecutive changes
El
here.
dorsal 11, Neymar. El dorsal 6, el dorsal 10, Messi. Serán sustituidos por Ronaldinho. El dorsal 8,
Now it's
Iniesta.
Bellingham.
El dorsal 17, Deco.
Yeah. Eto'o chasing after it. And claimed it back swiftly. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's Hullet. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Caught offside that time. Collier. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Hullet.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Defending of the desperate variety. That has ended up in no man's land. Bit too much weight on the pass.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Real chance here. Great chance! It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And it's Hullet. Vieira. Just 5 minutes left. He's got space in the area.
Barcelona can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
That's really well manoeuvred. Bellingham. Rummenigge. And Mateus. Mateus.
か
It's a goal
お
kick.
前意味がわからんって。
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Nice sequence of passes this. Bellingham, looking for options for movement.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ronaldinho. Barcelona finding their passes.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Deco. Cafu. Deco. And that will be it. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. How would you
あ
summarise
あ
what
こ
we've
れに
seen
負け
today
ちゃう
then,
の
Jim?
か。
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your
Yeah, no.
defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
これに勝てないんじゃ終わりですよ。50も下がってるね。悪事件が濃いよな、マジで。ケンケンケロズー。ルルルルー。
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Can he finish? Big moment! Massive goal!
Well,
Yeah,
they would have been
imano
looking at him to
mine.
produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Messi. Liverpool do have a chance to counter here. Platini. And it's Hullet. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Messi. Ericsson. So what can they make of this? Now it's Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were...
Big chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's been taken short. Tries a shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Changes him with that pass. Szoboszlai is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Messi. Rummenigge. Gives it back.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top. Shapes to shoot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Ruben Dias. Gabriel. Szoboszlai. Gravenberg for Ericsson. Great defending, strong and determined. And the pass is intercepted. Gravenberg. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, that's well spotted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Rummenigge is onto it in a flash. Rummenigge. Back into the middle. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Oh, delightful ball. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Seedorf. That's a sharp pass. And here's Hullet. Now it's Messi. He's found some space. Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's there to belt it away. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Messi, oh, that's fabulous. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Neymar, and it's Eriksen. Nice physical challenge. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, perfectly measured that. Seedorf. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Van Dijk. That is ended up in no man's land. Maldini. Rummenigge. Szoboszlai. Messi. And he's there to retrieve it. And the whistle goes for half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Seedorf really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
And that has added a whole
Yeah,
new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Oh, that's a key interception. Szoboszlai. Now it's Messi. He's in plenty of space here, and he's managed to get free. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well,
it's Luis Suarez! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
In for a header! And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Szoboszlai. So we've reached the hour mark. Eriksen. Now it's Neymar. And it's Luis Suarez. And it's Eriksen. Now it's Szoboszlai. Salah. Looking here to chip. Header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking tidy in possession here. Now it's Neymar.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Quality ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Saliba deals with that comfortably. Soboslai. Look at the space here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Platini. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Colero.
Changement. Le numéro 8, le numéro 3, Sidorf, le numéro 10, Messi, le numéro 20, le numéro 18.
Yeah.
À leur place, le numéro 7,
Nice sequence
le
of
numéro
passes,
15,
this.
le numéro 4, le numéro 24,
It's a mighty effort!
le numéro 13.
Harmlessly behind.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. And he cuts out the supply. Van Dijk. Half an hour gone in the second half. And this is Cruyff! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Cruyff has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Gabriel. Gerrard. Nakata. Here's Rafael Leao. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, smashing header! And no, he couldn't find the finish. So, third corner of the game. Cruyff plays it short. There's the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Eto'o. He's shifting through the gears here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That is a great pick out. Mateus. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And it's Cruyff. Ernest. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him the offside.
コレルでいいじゃんね。で、ワン、ツーとかで。
Stood up well to him there. And he welcomes it in. Can he get away here? Showing good feet. He has found the way through. It's a lovely, neat pass. So that's it. It is all over.
引き
Nothing
分
to
けだったら
separate the
同じ。
sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
9000円にやられんの。ヤバタリエのバーボハラ。
こんにちは。
こんにちは。堀内ちゃんさん、こんにちは。
マッチング普通に戻りました？
普通ですね。ディビチはディビチと当たりますし、普通ですよ。あとなんか通信なんとかみたいなのもなくなったし。ふぅ。マジで勝てね。
頑張ってレート上げてくださいね。
上がんないんですよ。今いくつなんすか、レート。やってないんすか、全然。今はもう1か2か。人がいなきゃ2で。基本は1は1ですね。当たるのはね。でみんな初週で持ってるからもう3桁とか狙うのはきついっすね。多分2000ぐらいがボーダーになりそう。生まれたんだよ。ありがとう。だけれど君はざまに出た。さらねえ、一生そばにいて一生離れないよ。嘘なのが届けない。
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. The action has already started. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Azar. Well, it's Azar! Mighty close.
That's just plain unlucky. There were many, me included, who
Oh, shot.
thought that was going in.
He's had it nicked away. Rummenigge. And he's gone looking for safety. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
何なのそのトラップ。
And now the breakaway. He's cut it out. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, what has happened here? Gravenberg. So it is still 0-0. Rummenigge. Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Maldini. Van Dijk. The fullback is in acres of space here. And that should get the job done. Rummenigge. Platini. Seedorf. Now it's Messi. Oh, good read. Just eases him off the ball. Platini. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hazard. Now, what about a counter-attack? Passing is crisp and sharp.
Milan turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Hazard. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Gullit.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Has a go! Goal, Milan!
おもんねえ、こういうの。クリアしない俺がいけねえんだろうけど。
When you surrender the football.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Vieira wins the duel this time. Seedorf. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Azar. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now this could be a chance. He's shifting through the gears here. Vieira defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. It's Messi.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Shevchenko, and he's managed to get free.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Now that's well seen too. Well read, nice interception. Seedorf.
ああ、またやった。
Can he put it away? It's in.
ああ、おもんね。
Lead, and they're firmly in control. And there's the end of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first?
Pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Hazard was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat.
Shevchenko! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And there's green grass ahead of him. He's picked his way through. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Leicester gets good distance on it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Real chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's a good spell of possession, this. And it's Seedorf. Oh, what a ball! Rummenigge! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's only too happy to take that
Le
back.
nombre de spectateurs
It's
pour
really
ce
well
match,
cleared.
29
Yeah.
950.
Pullet charging forward, the ball at his feet. Messi. Brilliantly cut out. Hakimi gets rid without sophistication. That has ended up in no man's land. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Vieira spots it and intercepts. And here's Azar. Threads, he's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And here's Hullet. Oh, great ball! Oh, shooting chance! Surely now they are well and truly out of
すごい
sight.
すごい。
And the lead is extended still further.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
A case now of complete control. Hullet. Azar! And he's there to belt it away. Into the last quarter of an hour. It's a pretty loose pass. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Seedorf. That's a good run down the left. He has found the way through. Now it's Hullet. Hakimi looking to provide the solidity his team so need.
やめたマジで。